Updates, updates, updates. It's time for some updates. Welcome back to another video, guys. My name's Eddie, and this is Eddytainment, and today we're back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg for, yes, you guessed it, some updates. There's Verbolten should be reopened. Also, some events that are going to be ending, some new events coming to the park that we'll be talking about, and anything else that we run into while we're inside the park and having some fun. So without further ado, let's get inside the park and get this video started. And since we're making our way in and it's right at the entrance, let's check out the Emporium and what merch they got. And I'm sure by now most of you know the newest coaster, the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, has opened. And it looks like we got some merch here. This may not be very new, but I haven't seen it. And it looks very cool. And it's nice and thin, so great for the summer, light color, and $29.99. Even the little ones haven't been left out, and this is actually a shirt that I think I like a little bit better. I'm a fan of black shirts. They're just easier to wear, just like what I'm wearing today. And for the little ones, it's still $29.99. They have a little display here with a bunch of Wolf merch, as well as a trucker hat. And it is the 50th anniversary, so some 50th merch just behind. And if you really want to get niche, we got the original track of the Big Bad Wolf. We ended up getting this for Loch Ness, and this is kind of crazy because the original Big Bad Wolf has been closed for a while. So where have they been keeping that track that now you can get yourself a piece of the coaster, and depending on the numerical order that you get, they vary in prices. So numbers 1 through 10 is $150, numbers 11 through 190, $99.99. That's a bit more expensive than the keychain for Loch Ness was. All right, so we pop a squat in front of the feeder here as you enter Busch Gardens Williamsburg. As far as updates go, we're checking out the merch really quickly. And also, we should be having a summer show coming to the Globe Theater shortly. I believe it's already been confirmed. When it starts, I'm not too sure, but hopefully soon, because that tends to be a great show. And with it being the summertime, we're in the midst of it. It is a pretty hot day today, but it's only going to start getting hotter as the summer moves on. And this is a great auditorium to cool down from the summer heat. And on that note, we keep making our way to the next update, which is a sad one. We got the ending of one of our favorite events, which is the Food and Wine Festival. We have 2 weeks, count them, 2 weeks. So we had to indulge in taking advantage of these last couple weekends and grab some of the food. We got our favorites of the event, which was the crab cake in Virginia, as well as the hush puppies and a little beer. Food and wine, or food and beer. So make sure that you make your way out as well. This event is amazing. It's sad to see it go, but we do have another event that will be coming, and a new event to the park. And look at this beautiful view. We got Griffin in the background and Loch Ness making its way up. And we crushed that food really quick, and we pull up the app so we could talk about our next event coming up. So obviously Food and Wine is done. Busch Gardens Concert Series is actively going on for the summertime up till August 7th or 2nd. And then the next event that's coming up, a new event, and it only has 3 days where it's actively going, is Coasters After Dark. Moonlight Madness edition here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So the park will remain open later, and let's see, the park will transform at 9 p.m. and it will stay open up till 12 a.m. This is a separately ticketed event, so you do have to purchase it separate from your admission. But the days that it's going to be running is, it starts on my birthday, Friday the 13th, June 13th, this coming Friday, and then it runs every Friday after that. Originally I thought it was only going to be 1 day, but it looks like they've added 2 additional days, which is awesome. That means that multiple people will be able to enjoy it. If you're not available on Friday the 13th, like myself, it's my birthday, I may not be available that day. I may have to choose one of these follow-up days here. So July 11th, or August 8th. So it's going 3 months, but it's only 1 day each month. I guess if June 13th ends up being a huge success, maybe they'll add additional Fridays within these months. Who knows? But I'm excited for this event. The park is typically not open that late, and now we'll be able to stay in the park up till 12 riding coasters. And from the splash zone, we have our next update, which is kind of an honorable mention. This has been open for a bit now, but it is the Curse of Pompeii. Has reopened, so if you're looking at cooling down, this is the best way to do it, hands down. Or going to a store with AC. Okay, this is the second best way to do it. And it is hot. I am super tempted to jump into that splash zone, but with all the gear and whatnot, it's probably not smart. But for our next couple of updates, we gotta make our way all the way to the back of the park. Just behind us, Verbolten has thrown a little bit of a wrench in our plans. So the next update was going to be the fact that Verbolten is back up and running, and we were going to jump on, get a ride, maybe a little POV that we could overlay on the video, but unfortunately, it is currently down. Now, we do know that the ride has been back in operation after that prolonged closure, but at the moment it is not operating. I asked one of the ride operators here up front, and they did let us know that if they're able to resolve the issue, the ride may reopen today. So it is technically operating, but at the moment it is down. And another kind of honorable mention update just across from Verbolten is the Busch Gardens Burgermeister's Story Time. Now, this is one that I say is an honorable mention because it has been around for a little bit. We just haven't caught it on the channel, but wanted to make sure those who aren't aware, the Burgermeister Hideaway guys, they come out to where Mock Tower used to be, and they do story time. We haven't experienced it, but I've heard some great reviews, and Burgermeister's Hideaway itself is awesome. If you haven't done that, that's something that I highly recommend. It's a great way to take your theme park day to the next level. Burgermeister's Hideaway is spectacular and absolutely worth the price. So I'm looking forward to checking out the story time as well. Not sure if we'll be able to do it today, but wanted to make sure you guys knew that that was available to you. Whew. As we make our way to our next stop, we did have to stop and grab ourselves a little Loch Ness lemonade. It's a frozen drink at the little frozen spot. I forget what it's called, but it's just across from Verbolten, and it is delicious. But let's make our way to our next update. All right, we were about to just pull an audible and ride the newest coaster here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, but unfortunately the announcement just came on. A weather delay. Oh, there it is.
Our operation will be delayed due to severe weather approaching the area. We apologize for this delay and will resume operation as soon as the weather conditions permit. Thank you for your patience.
Yep, so weather delay on the Big Bad Wolf, and it was only a 15-minute wait. Oh well. To their defense, they weren't lying. The clouds are definitely rolling in. And kind of in the same vein as Verbolten, unexpectedly we have another ride closure, Dark Coaster. But Dark Coaster has been down for about 3 days, this being the 4th day continually of this ride being down. And during the hot summer times, it's kind of a disappointment that Dark Coaster, an indoor coaster with a nice air-conditioned line, is not open. Now, this ride doesn't really pump people out that fast, so it does have a long line. It doesn't really people eat to help with the crowds at the park, but it would be a welcomed long line with that air conditioned during this time of the year. So hopefully it's back up soon. I think it will be. It seems like it was like an unexpected maintenance that had to be done. But on that note, I could feel the wind from the storm making its way in, and the clouds are definitely just behind Dark Coaster, RIP Dark Castle, per usual. I'm going to end it there. These are the updates going on at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Hopefully these updates helped you out. There's some of them that you probably did know and some of them that you may not have known, and we were just experiencing ourselves for the first time. But up till the next video, guys, I will see you on the next one. But don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?